Hi, I'm Donald Trump. I'm filling in for Lukezilla today because he's busy paying his taxes. This episode's gonna be all about walls. And guess what? We're gonna make the villagers pay for them. Speaking of walls, look at this. This is a wall. This goes around the end farm. These Endermen have been stealing jobs from the iCrafters, so we had to wall them off. And we made them pay for it. Donald, are you on my computer again?
Wrong.
I told you aren't allowed on iCraft.
Wrong.
Get off the server,
Wrong.
or I'm gonna ban you.
Wrong.
Look at this wall. I've got my best construction crew on the job, and the villagers are paying for it all. This wall is gonna go around the residential, the shopping, everywhere on iCraft. Make iCraft great again. And if you don't like it, you must be some kind of idiot, and you're fired. I'll take it from here. What's poppin'? Friends and fam, are you excited? I know I am. Welcome back to another episode of iCraft SMP Season 3. This is episode 15. And we started off with a little bit of Donald Trump. Did you know that Donald Trump joined iCraft? And then he got banned, so sucks to be him. We're starting on a huge project. Check this thing out. It is a massive wall, and I have a jump beacon over here. I never realized how much fun jump beacons were till now. Like, I'm just jumping around everywhere. I feel like a little bunny rabbit. But anyway, guys, we are at the far end of the residential district right now. This is actually the end of the residential district right here. If you look at these stone slabs here, this is going in a straight line directly from town center. So if I walk this way a little bit more, there's Tropic Thunder's house, and up over this hill is where town center is. Now, currently I have a little pathway going down underneath the hill because whenever I make a path, it'll be easier to carve through the hill rather than going on top of it just because of the slope that it's on. But anyway, there's town center. We go in a straight line. I think it's like 200 blocks or something, but I'm gonna have to make this path eventually. I just haven't yet. I'm gonna put a bridge over this little valley crevasse. It's supposed to be a river, but there ain't no water. But anyway, as Donald Trump was saying, we are going to make a wall to separate the different areas. Now, a lot of people get confused. Whenever they're exploring the overworld, they can't really tell what's the difference between the residential and the shopping district. I mean, for temporary, in my second or third episode, I made like a temporary wall right there, which separated residential from the shopping. So this is the end of the residential, and I figured this is where I'm gonna start the wall, and it has to be started somewhere. And this is a huge project, guys. This world is massive. Let me kind of run you along the outline of the residential real quick. So this is a little doorway that I have right here because this is where it lines up with the path, but the wall is going to continue along where I have this stone placed. So it goes for a while in this direction, and then it curves kinda. It's gonna be kinda weird. So this wall is still the line that separates the shopping from the residential. So the residential is on this side, the shopping is on this side, but it kind of takes a weird shape here. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this giant valley that cuts through here. I mean, technically it's still in the residential zone, but anyway, if I take this path all the way along this way, it goes very far. Now, as you can see, it ends right here. Now, what's gonna happen right here is the wall is kind of gonna branch off because on this side, that's where the minigame district starts. The districts are kind of separated by valleys, except for the residential and the shopping because there's a big area of that isn't separated by a river. Let me go up in the sky real quick to show you. It's kind of difficult to see, but where I'm looking at right now is an intersection of 4 different rivers. Then you can see there's this one that kind of swirls north towards that waterfall, one that cuts through this way. It runs along next to that ravine there. Then this one cuts through right there. This area right here, it's just like a long strip of land. It's not very wide, so I don't know if anyone's gonna use it for anything, but I'm still going to put up a wall there. And then the 4th river, which cuts through up that way. Right at that point there, it's going to be the intersection of 3 different districts. So the minigame is in that direction, residential is in this direction, shopping is in that direction. And there's going to be walls going around everything, and it's going to be such a huge project. Oh my. As for this wall, I didn't intend on starting it off camera, but I didn't really see a way that I could do it on camera because it was really slow going. Like, it took me quite a while just to build up this section that I have so far, and it's not really much of anything. The pattern does repeat itself, which is good, but the thing that's going to make it difficult is, in my creative world, whenever I tested out building this, I built it in a straight line on some flat ground. As you can see, ground dips down here, and it dips down here a lot. That's going to give me quite a lot of issues. So that's why a project like this is going to be pretty much impossible to do on camera. Maybe I could try to live stream some of it and commentate through it and just kind of interact with viewers, but at the same time, like something like this, I gotta look back and forth between a creative world and this one. Actually, I kind of don't need to anymore. I kind of got the pattern down to where I could potentially build it by myself. Kind of look at the gradient. Like, the bottom of it is mostly like cobble and mossy. Then you go up, and then it's stone bricks and polished andesite. And then it turns into wood with some trapdoors, some slabs, and some fences. So it really is a nice gradient. Plus, there's like lighting hidden in there. Like, obviously that one's kind of visible, but there's sea lanterns behind these walls, and there's a sea lantern right up there underneath that cobblestone wall. It's a massive, massive project, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be doing some progress updates. I stopped right here for a specific reason. This is where it drops down. As you can see, there's kind of like these 3-block long segments, and they have like this 1-block segment splitting them up. So here's where the 1-block segment lays, and I feel like I might have some issues building this. So let me try it a little bit on camera. So normally this part would stack up 3 blocks tall. There'd be a stair there, and then a wall. This stair usually matches up with those, but this time it's a little bit further down. Now, whenever it comes to this side, it's going to match up kind of nicely. So if I throw in some cobble stairs there, and there'd be another one there. So on this side it matches up, but on this side it doesn't. Maybe I should just roll with it and see how it turns out. I'll have to see how it looks whenever we're trying to match up everything up there, because as you can see, like the logs, they kind of go, it's kind of wavy. But since this is going to be down further, instead of it going like down by 1, it's going to drop down by 2. I don't know, it's going to be extremely difficult, but I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll give you guys some progress updates. But in the meantime, I am going to be working on some parts of my base. Now that we're at my base, let's talk about some of the things that are new. First of all, let's start with this bridge. You may remember I did have like a path going across here, connecting that path to this little circle that I have here. Ignore the clay for now. I'll talk about that in a minute. A couple episodes back, I made a little lake around this tree. I made the water come from somewhere. So as you can see, there's this stream, and it connects up with this lake that Exonerated has in the back of his house. So there's a hole right here where the water is flowing through. It's supposed to kind of act like that the water is coming from here through the side of this mountain. Created another little lake down here, and then I extended it to flow off this way, and then into here. It falls down into a hole. And then after I made the water stream, I made this bridge here, and I really, really like the way it turned out. Next, let's take a look at the map. So there's this big grid here, but where is it? You guys can't tell where it is. It's actually up there. I have a temporary cactus farm. I'm working on cooking up some cactus greens to make a bunch of green clay. See, that's where this ties in. Some of it's gonna be lime, some of it's gonna be regular green clay. Some of the cactus greens I'm gonna use to dye up some wool. So all of this green material I'm gonna be using for whatever this is gonna be, which will be revealed in due time. But for now, let's start with the easy part. Right now, what I want to do is, right in the middle of this green platform, I'm going to have a ladder that goes all the way up to the big glass platform. While I'm working on this, I'm actually going to kind of want to deactivate my beacon So for now, I'm just gonna replace that trapdoor with some green stained clay. Ladders are gonna go up. The reason I'm putting the ladders like on this side, like usually whenever I look at my base, I face this way. You would think that this would be the front, but I'm going to make it approaching from the bridge, because technically this is the entrance to my base, since this is where the path takes us. So let's just go ahead and work on bringing this all the way to there. Well, it looks like this is going to pop us out of a pretty inconvenient place. I guess I'm not going to puncture a hole in the glass yet, at least not until I get rid of this cactus farm. Well, that was fun. Whenever I was pillaring up, it was a lot easier just to stack the clay up first rather than putting in all the ladders at the same time. Hey, this is easy. And now we have the beacon back in place. That's how this is looking for now. Kinda ugly. And now in the daytime, still ugly. Don't worry, it's not gonna stay looking this ugly forever. This is just kinda for now. In the last episode, I got some name suggestions for my tools. The suggestions came from Piano Dragonfly. They said to name my Fortune Pickaxe Good Luck Charm and my Silk Touch Pickaxe Planet Carver. I think those are some awesome names. I also renamed my Elytra and my Flight Bow. So my Elytra is called Cloud9 and my flying bow is called Jackie Chan. Let's rename my pickaxes real quick. Good Luck Charm and Planet Carver. So now, aside from my armor, everything I have is named. Now let's go back and give an update on the Great Wall of iCraft. So last time you saw this thing, it was not near as built up as it is now, but still, if you look at what I've done so far, it might not actually look like too much. So where we left off, I think I was this far. You may notice, hey, the beacon's gone. I'm not finished with it. I just had to move it down that way because I went so far that I kind of got out of range. And look how far I've gotten already. Now, I don't know how far that is, but oh my gosh, I know how much work it took to get there. This wall is gonna be the death of me. Now, I'm not trying to finish it anytime soon, but I figured I might as well start on it now or else it's never gonna get finished. We might only be like 1% of the way done with this wall. It's crazy. It's beautiful at least. That's all that matters, right? Now, when it comes to making big projects, sometimes you can't work on it all at once because it's gonna take like a boatload of time. But what I can do is make like a little bit more progress in between my other projects, which is what I'm doing now. I'm working on the wall and I'm working on my base. I have continued it this way for quite a few blocks. Now down here is something that I want to show you. Look what I made. It's a little entranceway going through here. So this is technically a river that we're in now. I was kind of worried about how I would kind of transition it because this had to stretch from that side across a river onto that side. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I continued the wall as I normally would. And whenever I bring the wall down, it can only go down like a little bit at a time. This 3-block wide section has to stay the same or it's not gonna work out. This 1 strip wide section can go down by a block and everything's okay. And then it can go down by another block whenever this 3-block wide structure comes in. So it works out well if I do it like that. You can see what I mean though. So it can only go down in certain places. So I couldn't make like a slope that goes all the way down the hill and all the way back up. So what I did was I sloped it where I could, and then where the underside was exposed, I made a wall here. Then I put a door in the wall in case people want to come through this river to get to the shopping district. This is how far I've gotten. I haven't put the wood on this section yet. I haven't added all the details on the top part, but I have made a pretty long wall, but it has to go on for quite some time. This is where the end of the wall is going to be, where the snow starts coming in. I don't even know if we could see the wall from where we are now. So I still have quite a while to bring it in this direction, and then I'm gonna have to find a way to turn the wall. Now I'm probably not gonna turn it at the right angle. I'm probably gonna try to curve it, but then the thing is I'm also gonna have to curve it in that direction, which I guess I'm kind of gonna have to work that out. I feel like it's gonna be difficult, but I feel like I can do it. Since I haven't done any kind of wall building with you guys yet, let's work on this wall a little bit in the form of a time lapse. I hope you enjoy. we made a lot of progress on this wall during that time lapse, and I couldn't be happier. I didn't do a lot of like the detail work or like most of the wood that goes up top. I mostly kind of stuck with the stone part of the wall. And also up here, okay, it's weird. So I kind of explained it earlier, how I can only go up like a block every so often. I kind of had to make it work with this hill. Now, it won't be hard to terraform it at all. Like, I mean, I can just kind of chop away some of the land up and around here, and it'll be fine. But I'll do that off camera because I don't want to bother you guys with it. But yeah, the reason I stopped where I did is because, one, I run out of jump boost around here. As you can see, the numbers counting down and it won't come back up. It'll disappear here in a second. Bam, it's gone. No more jump boost, which sucks. No, it jumped normal, and it's like once you get used to jump boost, it's like, why can't I jump? Jump boost runs out, so I'm gonna need to move the beacon. Two, because, well, I'm gonna need to collect some more blocks. I'm starting to run low. I'm not totally out of blocks, like I have enough, but I don't want to be completely out. And also because that's kinda as far as the camera could see. I probably did something cool or interesting with that time lapse, but I don't know yet. I still have to edit it. For now, we made a lot of progress and I'm happy with it, so this is where I'm going to end off this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, make sure to show your support by hitting the like button and leave the friend zone, join the fam, wanna know how, subscribe to my channel, and make sure to have a good night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is for you. Have a great one, and I will catch you next time.